My favorite comp has to be Bee's Knees 2.0. It was when I got my first big victory in the house. I pulled myself off of the block, and a lot of people were telling me it was one of the best competitions they've seen in Big Brother history. I didn't really feel that way because I won it, so I feel like it couldn't have been that hard, but that was really an epic moment for me. I pulled myself off the block. I proved to the house that I'm a real competitor and I'm here to win. And it was just such a thrill, as you saw by my reaction. I was very, very eager to win that comp. So Bee's Knees 2.0 was my favorite. Ooh, that's a great question. The three house guests that I think are playing the best game right now are Summer, Kevin, and Gino. Summer has had an incredible social game this entire time. She hasn't had to win a comp, and she's still doing so good socially. I think Kevin is really underestimated in the house, and people don't think that he's a threat, but he's won a comp now, and he's been under the radar since being on the block in week 1. So I just think he's setting himself up for a very, very good finish. And obviously Gino, because he's won competitions, he has a horse in the race no matter what happens every week with this Showmans and JC Lynn. So he's set up pretty nice for the rest of the way. And as we know, he uses his big brain just as much as he's got that beautiful body. So I think all three of them are playing the best game so far. Honestly, I try to live this game with no regrets, and I truly don't have any big ones. I was going to play the game the whole time. I left playing the game as well. I was put up as a pawn. I should have won the power of veto to secure my own safety. So I don't really regret anything. What I would say maybe is that I should have convinced Gino to put up Josh instead of me this past week, because I was in Gino's corner and going to help him for the rest of the game. So that was a little regret, but I really tried to not think about, things that I would have done differently, because I honestly wouldn't have. I mean, I think my greatest joy has been playing the game. I really was out there competing in every competition, playing with alliances, trying to be social with everybody. And I think it really is just playing with the people. I think meeting all these new, interesting, incredible people that I'm going to have in my life for hopefully the rest of time is going to be is really, really lucky. And I'm just joyful that I really got to experience that. So my greatest joy was spending time with all of the different house guests, getting to know them and competing with them in this great game. Ooh, okay, BJH Brian. I mean, as much as I hate to say this, I got to give love to Kyle on this one. He is the best chess player in the house. He taught a lot of people to play, but from everybody that's left right now, it's a toss-up between Gino and Marty. I mean, those two guys, they play hard. So I think it's one of those two that is left in the house, but I got to give my kudos to Kyle. He was definitely really good at chess. Wow, that's a good question. If I were the HOH last week, I would have put up Summer and Helena, because it would have ruined their chance to go through a whole season without saying that they didn't hit the block. So that was one thing I really would have wanted as HOH. And if one of them came off, my big target was actually Marty. I would have tried to put Marty as a replacement nominee, tried to get whoever won the power of veto to use it in order to slide him on the block. Now, I do think he had the secret power of veto. So if that happened, I would have probably put Kevin in that position in order to break that separation that Kevin and Marty had throughout the whole game. So Marty was my big target. I would have put up Summer and Helena in hopes that I could have backdoored him.